In today's video, we're talking about your ideal customer model. Super exciting. What's it all about? Let's jump straight ahead. Now, a little statement from myself. It's important to know specifically who your product or service is for and also who you want to work with. I'll read that again. It's important to know specifically who your product or service is for and who you want to work with. What's the benefit of that, Adrian? Well, even though your product or service may be for lots of different people, I can guarantee that there's going to be certain people that it's more suited to and other people that it's not as suited to. So the more specific that you can get with who your target market or ideal customer is, sometimes known as an avatar, then the easier marketing becomes. And if you look at the second part of my statement there, and who you work with, if you're very clear on who you work with and who you don't, often it can make work a lot more enjoyable. Make sense? Excellent. So a lot of people ask us about this, but I'd like to go through, if it's okay with you, our ideal customer model here at Next Level Selling, so you can see who we're suited to working with and who we choose not to work with. Would that be okay? Would you like to see that? Fantastic. Let's have a look. So what we've got here is a bit of a model, and at the bottom of the model is what we call DIY. So these are actual customers. In fact, I'm going to do something pretty cool here. If I put that on, can you see me? Hey. So DIY can be businesses or individuals, but it's do it yourself. So in reference to training, education, and so forth, you'll see that on the screen here, any training that these people have is usually internal. What does that mean? Well, it means in a business, it's the owner that's doing it, or perhaps the manager. But there are some problems with this, one of which is the training is usually very inconsistent. Why is that? Well, we can all have great intentions, but we get caught up. You know, managers constantly tell us that they've got so much admin to do, too much admin, and they just get caught up with other things, maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff. So it just doesn't happen. And then it's also difficult to be a hero in your backyard, seeing the forest through the trees when you're in a business, or if you're just an individual. Seeing your strengths, weaknesses, and so forth is not easy compared to having an external professional consultant. So then what we've got above the line, you can see the line there. So we choose not to work with DIYs. Nothing wrong with them, just we don't choose to work with them. Above the line, we have what we call spectator. And spectators invest in training, but they're not actively involved in it. So they often have the mindset, train my team, I'm fine. And does that work? Often not. There's a saying that states that the fish stinks from the head down, and it also works well from the head down. So if you want to build culture, for example, a really good culture in your company, where does that start? It starts at the top. Whereas if at the top they're not involved in training whatsoever, that filters through on how important it's deemed. So it's not the best in our mind. And the final one there is there's little to no follow through with the training itself. So not following up on the coaching sessions or the training with, if it's a manager or an owner, with their team. If it's an individual, then often you might be investing in personal development or trainings of various kinds, but you're not implementing it. So it's kind of pointless. Books on the shelf scenario. Then we've got, these are the people that we want to work with. So we don't really work with spectators either, but leaders we do. And leaders are very involved in the training to start with. They participate. They interact with the trainer. So if there's a session going on, they'll be participating, asking questions. And the best bit I love is they ask for feedback and advice. And most importantly, they implement. That's where you get the real results. So we choose and want to work with leaders. And then right at the top, this is when we work with leaders, this is where we tend to take them. Occasionally there's a business or a person we work with that's already there, but rarely, and that is next level. Next level, have increased sales, referrals, and profits, have awesome culture within your business, and have a consistent and exceptional customer experience. So it's interesting to note where you are yourself here, but this is Next Level Selling's ideal customer model, as I mentioned. But the interesting thing is as well, this relates to the amount of income or profit that you obtain or can obtain as well. So just one final thing with this. There is very little dollars at the DIY stage, but as you go up the model, the income and profit increases as well until you get to the very top where you don't have to worry about money at all. It's fascinating because then you can put your time and effort to refining the customer experience you provide, making your products and services better, and so forth. It's a great place to be. So that's our model. Interesting, yeah? So hopefully you can see, A, if you're a good fit for next level selling or not, but secondly, it's my goal for you to create your own customer ideal model. And then if you would like just an extra little freebie for you, if you go to nextlevelselling.com/49, you can actually get access to a fantastic 3-hour workshop that we run. It's completely free of charge to you, and you'll get 49 powerful ways to boost your lead conversions in just, as I mentioned, 3 hours. And you don't need to leave home or the office. It's live, but it is online, and that's completely complimentary. And I don't say this lightly, it's probably the best sales training, if you like, in the world. So pretty cool. And then finally, if you would like to contact us, this is how you do it, either via phone, email, or our website. Have a look at the website and have a scroll around. Some really good freebies there as well. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed that. That's Next Level Selling's customer ideal model, or ideal customer model. Let's see what you can create. I'm Adrian Law. I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.